Okay, here's that board I picked up off of eBay, and as you can see, I've disconnected the power supply to the board so the lights aren't on. The power LED is not lit up over here, but this LED system is, and that's because I'm running it off of a separate power supply. That's this one here. It goes to a secondary 12-volt power supply. Now the LED is hooked up to the power supply, positive in the power supply, to the LED. Negative wire from the LED over here to the COM, right, the common. Now, this negative wire runs from the normally closed terminal to the power supply. So because it's normally closed, the switch is turned on. That's what closed means. The circuit is closed. So the power to the circuit is on, and the LED lights up. Okay, same board, same circuit, power supply, LED, power wire, red power positive wire from the positive end of the power supply to the LED, negative out of the LED into the common, normally open connector to the LED. Normally open means the switch is turned off, so the LED will stay off until the relay is energized. We energize the relay by hooking up the board. Let's hook up the board. Okay, I've energized the board, and the normally closed relay, right, is actually activated or energized. So we're in function 4. And when we power the board up, it energizes the relay. Now, when we hit the button, we can see we're running timer 1, and you can see how fast the seconds are moving. Now we're running timer 2, and what's happened is it has de-energized the relay, and the numbers are moving so slow because we set it in the last video at 2-second intervals. So function 4. Okay, we're counting down on timer 1. The relay is energized. Now we're on timer 2. The relay is not energized. It's taking 2 seconds per count. Now we're running through a second time. So this one is just going to repeat forever. Okay, this is that same board. We're in function 3. Now function 3 starts out with the relay de-energized. We're in the normally closed, so the LED is off. When we hit the button, which we've attached to channel 1 communications with the board, the timer starts, and you can see it's running down at 7-second intervals, or 1-second intervals. And now we've turned on the relay, we've energized it, it's closed the circuit, and the panel is on, and it will stay on while timer 2 runs. Right? So let's do that again. Turn it on, timer 1 running down, 1-second intervals for the count. Timer 2 running down, 2-second intervals for the count, the panel is on. Okay, here we are. Here's another video. We've hooked the board up a little differently. You can see that we are on function 3. Now, I'm running the positive wire for the LED from here through this wire into the COM. The positive wire to the LED goes from the normally closed to the LED. The LED runs from the LED back over here to the negative. Now if we look at this patch board, whatever you want to call it, we've got a negative wire running in here to the power supply. We've got a positive wire running in here to the power supply. In this case, I'm using the same power supply to power both the board and the LED. Right? So we hit the button, You can see the board is powered here through the same power connection. Runs into here to the DC positive. DC negative runs out here to our patch board. The COM switch runs from the positive over here to the channel 1. So when we send a signal to it, a voltage, to that COM channel using our momentary action normally open button, we hit the button, closes the circuit, sends a voltage to the communication channel. The CH1 activates the board. The board runs through its cycle. In this case, we're on function 3, and again, we haven't changed the system. We're just hooked up to the normally closed side of the relay, right? So COM to here. I'm going to turn this off a second. So here we are, we're still on function 3, but I want to take a look at these two wires. Now, what I've done is move the power wire, the positive wire from the LED, from the normally open, or the normally closed channel to the normally open channel, right? You see how I've done that? Moved this wire from here to here. Okay, when we hit the cycle, the light's going to stay off until timer 1 runs out, and again we're on 7 seconds, or 7 numbers, 1 second intervals. Now this is timer 2, which is going to go through 5 numbers at 2 second intervals. And boom, it's done.